This is Dave Stubbs of the Montreal Gazette coming to you from Michel Therrien's press conference room at the Bell Centre. I'm sitting with my good and great friend, longtime friend and colleague, Wayne Scanlan from the Ottawa Ciitizen. We're here to talk a little bit about tonight's Canadiens Ottawa Senators game. Wayne, good to see you. What do you expect?
Likewise.
What do you expect from your Sens tonight?
Well, you know, they've just been night and day the way they play on the road versus at home. I don't know what the issue is. They only have one win on home ice. They're 4-1 on the road. And they always play well in this building, so I expect they're going to come out and play a strong game.
Surprised that Hamburglar's not getting the start tonight? We're going to see Anderson tonight, right?
Perhaps a little, because Hammond played so well on Friday, but Anderson is the starter, and they want to get him going. His team didn't play very well in front of him at home against Detroit on Saturday.
It's fun. So many teams like to come to the Bell Centre because of the energy in this place. And it's fun for the Canadians when they head up the road to the Canadian Tire Centre, because for the Habs, that's virtually a home game west, as we call it, because so many Habs fans who can't get tickets here or just want to follow the team will rush up the 417 and we'll fill that building and we'll make it pretty rowdy. So do the Senators ever speak about the energy in this place and how much fun it is or isn't to play?
Absolutely, absolutely. Going back to the days when Daniel Alfredsson was the captain of this team, Dave, he always talked about this was his favorite place to play. I think that's filtered down through the players in the room now, and it was, I think Mark Borowiecki said, the defenseman said during the playoff series last year, that it always seems to be combustible when these two teams meet. I don't know what it is. They had a pretty fiery playoff series. They had one in 2013, and the rivalry, it carries on.
One guy who will not be in the Senators lineup tonight is Mark Stone. He, of course, is going to serve the first of a two-game suspension. A little bit about that.
Well, yeah, Mark spoke today for the first time about the suspension. Disappointed. I think he understands that he did make a mistake. He did hit Landon Ferraro to the head with a shoulder. He was just trying to separate him from the puck. And I guess he's a little chagrined at the fact that he's not really a physical player. He really thrives on the takeaway with his stick. I think he's 481st in body check, so not really his style of play, but disappointed.
On the other side of that, of course, Canadiens fans are talking today about the fact that Dustin Byfuglien of Winnipeg has avoided supplementary discipline. A lot of people figured that he tried to take Brendan Gallagher's head off on Sunday night. The Senators, of course, will have to deal with a really good balanced lineup from the Canadiens. The Habs have been doing very nicely by rolling the four lines, but the interesting thing has been that there's a bit of a gray area here between the Habs lines. I mean, the first line that you would think is the first line isn't necessarily playing like that. I mean, they've done very little offensively in the last couple of games, but you have the Canadiens' third line of David Darnay and Fleischmann and Weiss. I mean, these guys are playing like crazy.
Right.
Is that something the Senators have to pay attention to?
Oh, I think so. And the fact, Montreal is suddenly a high-scoring team. They didn't score a lot last year. That has to be a concern. And talking about lines, Dave, you've got Mark Stone off that first line. Curtis Lazar, the second-year player, just a teenager in the first year in the league last year, is sliding into that top spot with Turris and Mike Hoffman. So that'll be interesting to see how he manages. And then Prince will be on the second line with Zibanejad and Bobby Ryan. So some young guys in the mix on some key lines for Ottawa.
Okay, well, it's going to be fun tonight. It's always fun, of course, when the Senators and the Canadiens lock up. I mean, they go back to the dawn of time. I mean, from the first incarnation of the Senators, and it's always fun, too, with the rivalry between these two teams. They've built it up nicely. The playoffs, the last couple times they've met, has been fun. So listen, thanks for joining me today, Wayne. Enjoy the game tonight. I know you're going to be up to your eyeballs in deadline, as we all are, but we'll look forward to a good game tonight, and thanks so much.
See you in the press box.
You bet.